I honestly don't even remember if I started practicing track stands 1 year ago or 2 years ago, but ever since I figured out how to do one, I've been practicing them every now and then. Not super focused, but just for fun. However, this year, as a celebration of reaching 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, thank you, I decided to try to make a 1,000 second track stand. And yikes, it is so much harder than I thought it would be. I mean, doing a track stand, now that I understand the basics of it, is not difficult. The thing that was difficult at the start was trusting myself, or like realizing that I have to turn the wheel a lot more than I was comfortable doing, because that's scary, but you know, that's what you have to do. You have to turn the wheel, let's say, at least 45 degrees. Once you do that, you're good. And you can do it for a long time. You can get pretty good at track stands quickly. It's not very complicated. But 1,000 seconds, that's almost 17 minutes. It's no joke. I'm tensing up. My technique isn't that great. I need to figure out how to relax more, because I am exhausted at the end of this. I probably shouldn't be doing this in direct sunlight because it's sweaty. I should figure out a way to not have to point my glasses back up on my nose so much. But yeah, I'm trying. And I'm honestly enjoying the challenge so far. But who knows for how long it will be fun. 1,000 seconds. Do I have to do it? Does it matter? No, of course not. But this is my PB video, and you can tell by the length of it that it's not 1,000 seconds. It's less than 10 minutes. It's about 9 minutes, actually. It's pretty good. Not bad. Once I ruin my attempts, it's not because I've reached my limit or that I've become so exhausted that I can't do a track stand anymore. It's just that at every moment there is a chance or a risk of making a mistake, right? And even though the risk is low, it might be increasing a little bit as I get more tired though. But even though the risk is low, the moments add up over 1,000 seconds, and yeah, not making any mistakes for that long in a track stand, I haven't been able to pull it off yet. I have tried a few different variations of variables to see if it is, for example, easier with wider tires, wider handlebars, by which I mean I've tried my Skream Anodiz, which you're looking at right now, and I've tried my Ribble Track Lacrosse, the Ribble Urban 725S. And I'm having much better results with the Skream. I don't really know why. Initially, it feels like doing a track stand on the Ribble is easier, but as the minutes pass, I find it harder to keep the track stand on the Ribble than on the Skream. It could have something to do with Skream having much lighter tires. Like the front tire might be the main component here. And as it is right now, the Skream actually has a slightly lower gear ratio, so that should also make it easier. But it seems logical to me that wide handlebars should be easier. Although, since you're turning your handlebar, it might make it weirder because you're reaching so far on the outer side. So you have to lean forward a lot. and the saddle position is further back on the ribbel. I think maybe you want to have your weight in the middle as opposed to further back. I read somewhere that the world record for a track stand is something like 15 hours or something like that. And when you're going into that territory, that's basically from waking up to going to sleep, you know. That's a full day, almost. So at that point, you're not really limited by your technique. It's more like, I guess you have to eat. Like you have to eat while doing a track stand if you're gonna do it for 15 hours. I don't remember who has that record. I don't know if it's on a fixed gear bike, but it makes sense to me that it should be. Track stands are easier on fixed gear bikes than on bikes with a free wheel, because obviously you can control your movement in both directions. Well, they're called track stands because you do them on a velodrome, on a cycling track, from a standing start. So the track riders are lined up, waiting for the race to start. They're holding the balance with a track stand. I should probably focus on a point further away in the distance. I've been looking a little bit too much on my front wheel. I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think that's optimal. I was also given the recommendation to practice no-handed track stands because it will be less exhausting. Like if you can just fully sit up, it's easier on your back, your arms. I do like riding no-handed, just sitting up, so yeah, that makes sense. But then I would have to practice that first, just doing a no-handed one, and then trying to do 1,000 seconds of that. And I think it's next level. It would be fun to do 1,000 seconds of a normal track stand before I move on to learning no-handed. But that might be a very stubborn and stupid way of looking at it. It was probably good advice. Maybe I should pick up on some good advice when I hear it. This attempt was actually almost 2 months ago. Full disclosure. And I haven't done one since. It feels like such a big commitment to go out and try to beat 9 minutes because, you know, if I fail after 8 minutes, I have to start over, obviously. That's the deal with trying to set a 1,000-second track stand. It's a huge challenge. But yeah, I haven't actually tried again since this one. It's also been, you know, summer. I've been on vacation. It's been really warm. I don't feel like doing this. When it's too warm, well, actually, I should just find some shade. But I don't like filming in shade. Maybe when I start working again after the vacation, I can start throwing attempts. 1 attempt per lunch or something like that. I often go on a short bike ride during my lunch. Alright, we're coming up to the good part now. Thank you for watching. I have other videos. They're more fun than this one, I promise. Have a great day.
No. Oh.